Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do a brief review of the last part of the last video I did, and then we're going to do some questions. So, if you would like to go get a pen and paper, and we're going to go through some questions. If you would like to write down the answer to each question, then we will come back and review those questions, and I'll give you the correct answers. You can check yourself and see if you got the correct answers. So the braking system was the last portion that we talked about on the last video, and I apologize again about the end of the last video. I was getting a little bit tired and I was kind of mumbling a little probably at the end of the video and a little disoriented, so I apologize, and that's part of why we're going to go back over this last portion of the last video concerning the brake system test, because this is a very important test to do, and so I want to make sure you understand that. Brake systems: test parking brakes, fasten seatbelt, set parking brake, power unit only, release trailer parking brake if applicable, place vehicle into a lower gear, gently pull forward against the parking brake to make sure the parking brake holds. Repeat the same steps for the trailer with the trailer parking brake set and the power unit parking brakes released if applicable. If it doesn't hold the vehicle, it is faulty. Get it fixed. Test service brake stopping action. Go about 5 miles per hour. Push brake pedal firmly. Pulling to one side or the other can mean brake trouble. Any unusual brake pedal feel or delayed stopping action can mean trouble. If you find anything unsafe during the pre-trip inspection, get it fixed. Federal and state laws forbid operating an unsafe vehicle. Inspection during a trip. Check vehicle operation regularly. You should check instruments, air pressure gauges, if you have air brakes, temperature gauges, pressure gauges, ammeter, voltmeter, mirrors, tires, cargo covers, lights, etc. If you see, hear, smell, or feel anything that might mean trouble, check it out. Safety inspections. Drivers of trucks and tractors, when transporting cargo, must inspect the securement of the cargo within the first 50 miles of the trip and every 150 miles or every 3 hours, whichever comes first. After trip inspection and report, you may have to make a written report each day on the condition of the vehicle you have driven. Report anything affecting safety or possibly leading to a mechanical breakdown. Okay. So now we will move into the questions and test your knowledge of the last two videos, and then this one being a third video that concludes section 2 of the general knowledge. The vehicle inspection report tells the motor carrier about problems that may need fixed. Keep a copy of your report in the vehicle for 1 day. That way the next driver can learn about any problems you found. Testing your knowledge question number 1. What is the most important reason for doing a vehicle safety inspection? Again, you should have your pen and paper now and ready to start writing this. Question 1, what is the most important reason for doing a vehicle inspection? Write down your answer, and I will give you a few seconds to write down your answer while I read that question one more time. What is the most important reason for doing a vehicle inspection? Number 2, what things should you check during a trip? Okay, so number 2, what things should you check during a trip? Giving you a minute to answer that. Write down your answer. And if you need to pause the video and take a little bit longer to answer these questions, that's fine. What things should you check during a trip? Question number 3. Name some key steering system components and parts. Name some key steering component parts. Steering system parts. So you're going to write down, again giving you a minute, or just pause the video. Again, question 3. Name some key steering system parts. Okay, question number 4. Name some suspension system defects. So, some defects that you might find when you're doing your suspension system checks. Name some of those. Again, number 4. Name some suspension system defects. Question number 5. What 3 kinds of emergency equipment must you have? What 3 kinds of emergency equipment must you have? Question 6. What is the minimum tread depth for front tires and for rear tires? Write that down. What is the minimum tread depth for front tires? Minimum tread depth for rear tires or other tires, meaning trailer and tag axles and drive tires. Name some things you should check on the front of your vehicle during the walk-around inspection. Name some things that you should check on the front of your vehicle during the walk-around inspection. Again, one more time, question 7. Name some things you should check on the front of your vehicle during the walk-around inspection. What should wheel bearing seals be checked for? Again, what should wheel bearing seals be checked for? That is question number 8. Question number 9. How many red reflective triangles should you carry? Again, question number 9. How many red reflective triangles should you carry? Number 10. How do you test hydraulic brakes for leaks? How do you check hydraulic brakes for leaks? Number 11. Why put the starter switch key in your pocket during the pre-trip inspection? Again, one more time on question 11. Why put the starter switch key in your pocket during the pre-trip inspection? These questions may be on your test. If you can't answer them all, reread subsection 2.1. Okay? Now, we will go back to question 1 and review these and see if you got the right answers. What is the most important reason for doing a vehicle inspection? Answer is safety. Question 1, answer is safety. Question 2, what things should you check during a pre-trip? Gauges, tires, brakes, and lights, to name a few. So number 2, gauges, tires, brakes, lights, to name a few of the things. Number 3, name some key steering system components. Tie rods, pitman arm, drag link, steering shaft, to name a few. Okay, number 4. Name some suspension system defects. Suspension system defects. You're looking for cracks, illegal welds, broken springs, broken U-bolts, broken hangers. What is the minimum tread depth on front or steer tires? The answer is 4/32 of an inch. Again, front or steer tires, minimum tread depth, 4/32 of an inch. Other tires, such as drive tires, tag axles, trailer tires, should be at 2/32 of an inch minimum tread depth. Again, that's 2/32 minimum tread depth on all other tires except steer. Steer tires, 4/32. Number 7, name some things you should check on the front of your vehicle during the walk-around inspection. Lights, four-way flashers, windshield, leaks under the bus, oil, belts, to name a few. What should wheel bearing seals be checked for? Leaking oil. Okay, number 9. How many red reflective triangles should you carry? Answer is 3. You should carry 3 reflective triangles. Number 10. How do you test hydraulic brakes for leaks? Apply and hold the brake pedal for 5 seconds, making sure that it does not bleed off. Why put the starter switch key in your pocket during a pre-trip inspection? Buses, particularly school buses, you cannot do that because certain components will not work that you have to check if the key is not in the ignition. This does apply to all other vehicles besides buses. Why do you need to put the key in your pocket? For safety, so someone does not start or move that bus while you are doing your pre-trip, or move that vehicle while you're doing your pre-trip. Also, lock the door. That concludes this video on the basic Section 2 General Knowledge Testing, Section 2.1, Testing Your General Knowledge. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good evening. Bye now.